Chapter 1. How do you recognize a narcissist? The most common traits, now that we've explored the origin of the term and its meaning. An important question naturally arises, one that millions of people around the world ask themselves: how do you recognize a narcissist? The answer isn't always simple, contrary to what many people imagine. A narcissist isn't necessarily someone who speaks loudly, constantly boasts, or appears obviously arrogant. Sometimes they are the exact opposite. They may seem calm, polite, charming, attentive, and incredibly convincing. Ironically, it is often this appealing image that draws people into a relationship before they notice the warning signs. Mental health professionals describe narcissism as a repeated pattern of behavior rather than an isolated mistake or a bad day. It is a consistent way of relating to other people over time. Let's explore some of the most common characteristics. One, they make you feel like you've met the perfect person during the first weeks or months. They may seem like the ideal partner. They shower you with constant attention. They text you every morning and every night. They tell you they've never met anyone like you. They buy you gifts, make future plans. And talk about spending your lives together long before the relationship has had time to naturally develop. You may hear phrases such as, "You're the woman I've been waiting for my whole life." "I know we'll be together forever. No one understands me the way you do." This intense attention can create a very strong emotional attachment in a short period of time. By itself, this doesn't automatically mean someone is a narcissist. However, when it is later followed by control, manipulation, and devaluation, it may be part of an unhealthy behavioral pattern. 2, they constantly need admiration. A narcissist often craves praise and recognition almost all the time. Pay attention to whether conversations always end up focusing on them, their achievements. Their problems. or how much appreciation they believe they deserve. If someone else receives attention or recognition, they may become irritated or quickly shift the conversation back to themselves. Example: your friends congratulate you on one of your accomplishments. Instead of sincerely celebrating your success, they say, "Yes." But if it weren't for me, that wouldn't have happened. Three, they exaggerate their achievements. They often describe their successes in ways that don't fully match reality. They may claim they are the best employee, the best parent, the smartest person in the room, or that everyone is jealous of them. If someone questions these claims, they often react with defensiveness, anger, or hostility. Four, they struggle to accept criticism. Most people dislike being criticized. However, a narcissist often reacts in a much stronger and more disproportionate way. Even a small piece of constructive feedback may be interpreted as a personal attack. Their response may include anger, sarcasm, silent treatment, or turning the blame back onto the other person. Five, lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand, respect, and respond to another person's emotions. A narcissist may appear caring when there is something to gain, but when you genuinely need emotional support, they may respond with coldness, indifference, or emotional distance. Example: you tell them you've had a very difficult day. They respond, "I've had a hard day too." Everyone has problems, or they immediately redirect the conversation toward their own struggles. Six, they use guilt as a form of manipulation. Isn't always obvious. Sometimes it comes disguised as statements designed to make you feel responsible for their emotions. For example, "After everything I've done for you, if you really loved me, you would do this. You're the reason I'm upset." Over time, messages like these can make someone believe they must sacrifice their own needs just to keep peace in the relationship. Seven, they rarely take responsibility there. Mistakes are almost always someone else's fault. When conflicts arise, you may hear statements like, "You made me do it." "If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have reacted this way." "It's not my fault." In a healthy relationship, both partners are capable of acknowledging their mistakes and making an effort to repair the damage. Eight, they distort reality. Through manipulation, a well-known manipulation, a tactic called gaslighting, involves making another person question their own memory, perception, or judgment. You may hear phrases like, "I never said that," "You're imagining things," "You're overreacting," "You're too sensitive." Over time, repeated exposure to these messages can cause someone to lose confidence in their own memories. Feelings and perception of reality. Not every narcissist displays all of these traits, and they don't always appear in the same order. However, when you notice a consistent pattern of manipulation, lack of empathy, control, and devaluation, it's important to pay close attention to the effect the relationship is having on your emotional well-being in the next chapter. We'll explore how a relationship with a narcissist typically develops from the seemingly perfect beginning to the gradual stages where control, manipulation, and emotional abuse become increasingly apparent.